Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, off-duty Londonderry police officer accused of driving drunk in fatal Route 101 crash. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Standing between you and Planet Fitness is... nothing. You got this. Join now for just 25 cents down. $10 a month, no commitment. Offer ends April 10th.
Well, Sharice and Mike, the officer at the center of this crash is Patrol Officer Tyler Berry. He had been working here at the Londonderry Police Department for just a little over a year. Now, Berry was arrested at the hospital and is charged with felony aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol. A booking photo has not been released at this time, but this picture was posted on the department's Facebook back in January of last year, showing Berry being sworn in. Now, state police say the 27-year-old was driving a GMC pickup truck on 101 in Amherst around 11:30 last night when the truck crossed the center line and hit a Hyundai Santa Fe, which was being driven by 21-year-old Sierra Crodu. The Manchester woman was pronounced dead at the scene. Berry was taken to Catholic Medical Center in Manchester for serious injuries. Investigators say at this time it appears that impairment was a factor in this crash. However, all aspects remain under investigation. Now, late this afternoon, the Londonderry Police Department released a statement saying it is fully cooperating with this investigation. They also say their prayers are with the family of Sierra Crodu. Right now, it's unclear if Berry will face additional charges. You're live here in Londonderry. I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire State Police step up patrols as part of Drive to Save Lives campaign. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
GMI Asphalt is currently accepting job applications to join our team. We have an aggressive pay scale, health insurance benefits. Both men and women are urged to contact the office of GMI Asphalt or visit us on the web at gmiasphalt.com.
News 9 went along for the ride as troopers step up patrols this weekend on Interstate 95 in an effort to make our roads safer.
For everyone that is traveling through New Hampshire or to stay here for a visit this weekend, we want them to get to their destination safely.
As part of the Drive to Save Lives campaign, state police along the East Coast from Florida to Maine are making their presence known. They're cracking down on speeding and distracted and impaired drivers.
Drive with courtesy to others. Drive safe. Maintain control of your vehicle. Stay off your cell phones and other distractions as you're traveling.
Last year, state police say there were 145 deadly crashes on New Hampshire roads, causing the most traffic deaths since 2004. Authorities hope that number will decrease this year, especially now that more people get behind the wheel. The beautiful weather will draw more people to the Granite State.
Snow's gone, warm weather's coming. A lot more people are going to be on the roadways now to get to their destinations. Do some hiking, the beach, or other places they want to visit.
No matter what time of year it is, state police say they will always be alert and watching for drivers who break the law.
I want everyone to enjoy the weather. When they come up to New Hampshire, enjoy New Hampshire and drive safe. And once again, our troopers are out there doing the best they can daily.
April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Officials urge drivers to stay off of their phones and pay attention to the road and to never drive impaired.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very important. don't get distracted behind that wheel and never drive impaired. Fire at Hooksett Salvage Yard caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Standing between you and Planet Fitness is... nothing. You got this. Join now for just 25 cents down. $10 a month, no commitment. Offer ends April 10th.
Worker is hurt after a fire at a salvage yard in Hooksett. This happened this afternoon at Universal Auto on Mammoth Road. Firefighters say a car that was being worked on caught on fire, and that fire then spread. Damages are estimated to be between $250,000 and $300,000. The employee is expected to be okay.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Buttigieg, Gillibrand, and Booker make stops in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Do you need to replace your roof this year? Call Century Roofing today to arrange a free estimate. Call now to take advantage of our spring special and get $500 off your total roof replacement. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
In front of a packed crowd at Gibson's bookstore, Pete Buttigieg speaks about freedom, security, and democracy.
Based on the reception that we've gotten every time we've come here, but especially this time, I've never felt more encouraged about how things are going to go for us.
I think he has integrity, intelligence, honesty.
This is a Renaissance man, and we really need one.
The mayor from Indiana talked about how politics are personal, from his military service, his marriage with his husband, or family members relying on Medicare. When it comes to paid family leave,
we should not continue to be the only industrialized country that doesn't have some kind of paid family leave policy, and it should be a top priority for the next president.
It makes sense to have national paid leave because we could all buy in as an earned benefit for a very small amount of money, about $2 a week.
Kirsten Gillibrand spoke to a crowd at the Concord Parks and Recreation Community Center, saying she has the bravery and skills to beat Donald Trump.
I feel so called at this moment to do whatever I can to defeat what he has created. That is why I voted against him more than any other senator in the U.S. Senate.
The senator from New York took questions from voters. She touts her record of beating Republicans, but also working with them.
That it isn't she's somebody that hasn't done these things, so she can back that up.
And this was Gillibrand's first trip back to the Granite State since making her candidacy official. Buttigieg is expected to make an announcement on April 14th. We're live in Concord. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Newest presidential candidate Mayor Wayne Mezim to make first stop in New Hampshire. Campaign visit May 2nd. The latest Democrat to enter the race for president plans to make his first campaign visit to New Hampshire in early May. Wayne Mezim, 44-year-old mayor of Miramar, Florida, a city of about 150,000 residents, announced his candidacy in a video on March 28th and then held a kickoff rally in his home state 2 days later. Mezim and Mayor Pete Buttigieg of South Bend, Indiana, population of 102,000, are the only two current mayors in the race for president. On Friday, Just hours before Buttigieg was scheduled to return to the Granite State, Mesma campaign told WMUR that Mesma will make his first visit to the Granite State on May 2nd. Mesma is scheduled to speak at a meet and greet hosted by the Raymond Democrats from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on May 2nd at Tucker Lodge, number 99. The event is free and open to the public. Raymond Democrats have hosted several presidential candidates so far this year, including Buttigieg and former U.S. Rep. John Delaney. When WMUR reported Mesma's visit on Twitter on Friday afternoon, Raymond Democrat Chair Nate referred the group's February 16 meeting with Buttigieg in his own tweet. Very cool indeed. Why securing Trump's winter White House at Mar-a-Lago is such a challenge, analysts say. Two recent incidents brought to light issue Secret Service fees. Let's take a look at this video and listen to this video and report.
New ways to leave you speechless. Pair it with any size soft drink for just $1.
So yesterday, little baby Sean Spicer defended the 10 golf trips that the current guy has taken in his 8 weeks in office, each which costs about $3 million per trip to Mar-a-Lago. And how long has he been in? Like 25 minutes? He's been 60 days. Yes, he's in 60 days. He's had 4,000 trips.
Yeah.
You know, and you just made it very interesting.
I was just saying he has spent nearly $10 million in taxpayer funds on travel in his first month as president. President Obama spent $12 million a year. That's significant to me, especially when we talk about the cuts in funding to Meals on Wheels.
We're going to get to that because there's Spicer says that this is just what happens when you're president and you take these trips. But I mean, it is eating up Lil Palm, where the city he's in. Where Mar-a-Lago is.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening here as well, Palm Beach. Yeah. And it's happening here, we're paying a lot of money.
You have the numbers for Melania.
$3.5 million a week to keep Melania in Trump Tower.
Taxpayers.
That's your money.
He ran as the people's president. That he
Yeah.
was all about. He's a numbers guy.
popular.
He kept saying, "I'm a businessman. I know numbers." As someone that's aware of all those things and donating his now it looks very small, $400,000 income to a charity, that doesn't even cover any Secret Service for a few days.
And I'll tell you why, because he's a phony. Because this is how you spot a fake.
Okay, and there you go on that video from ABC The View. And that's it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.